If you have already tested our index file on your mobile device, you can see that it doesn't quite display things the way they were displayed when I was actually resizing the browser window. And this is because we are missing one meta tags, which tells the device how to render the page. Let's go back to our editor. Inside of our index.html, after the opening head tag, create a new line and start typing meta. Then we go for the attribute name, which will be viewport. Then we go for the attribute content, which will have width equals device hyphen width. After this comma, we go for initial hyphen scale equals 1.0, and we're going to leave it like this for the time being. We get back to this in just a moment. Before this meta viewport, we're gonna go for meta character set, which we also have forgotten, character set UTF-8 to indicate what character set we are using on this page. Now, initial scale 1.0 will basically tell all of the devices that when the page first loads, we want the page to be displayed at 100%. And the width of the page should be the width of the device, basically. That's what we are telling here using this meta viewport tag. Now, if we test our page on the mobile device the same way as I've done before inside of the iOS simulator, if you refresh the page, you can see that it's all displaying nicely now. There's still one problem, however. There's a bug in iOS on mobile devices, and if we select any option from the drop-down menu and click Done, you can see that the width is basically zoomed. I mean, that all the elements actually going from one edge to the other. And to prevent this specific problem, we're going to add another attribute to our viewport meta tag. After the initial hyphen scale equals 1.0, we put comma and maximum hyphen scale equals 1.0 as well, meaning that the maximum width of the page will be 100%. Now, normally you wouldn't put this because that disables pinching basically on mobile devices, or in other words, zooming. But for this specific application, there aren't any images which you would like to zoom in, or any specific elements which you would actually benefit from zooming on. So we can add this maximum scale here. If we now save it and preview again the same page in our simulator, you can see now that if we select anything from the drop-down and click on Done, it still stays at the same width and everything works precisely the way we would expect it to.